Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and it's comic book time again at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. I just walked in the door from my local Ollie's, and this is the stack. This is my fat stack of comics, collected editions, trade paperbacks, graphic novels, if you want to call them that. It's been about a year since the last Ollie's comic book video that I made. This time last year, Ollie's had bought a big DC surplus, I guess. I don't know. It was thousands and thousands of DC trade paperbacks. And so my local Ollie's had like a pallet sitting on the floor of just boxes of DC trade paperbacks. And then it kind of quieted down. For me, at least, in my neck of the woods, it got really quiet. Now here we are a year later, and it's comic book time again. And this time it's not just DC. This time it's actually more Marvel than DC. I'd say 60% Marvel, 40% DC, which is actually really cool because I'm a Marvel fan as well. So I did what I could. This is kind of a small stack because if you guys know, if you've been paying attention to the channel, well, frankly, I'm still working on the comics from the last Ollie's visit like a year ago, the last comics that I bought from Ollie's, because it was like thousands of pages of comics, you guys. And then I have all the pulp novels that I've started on, that huge 33-pound box of pulps that I bought. So let's face it, Heath does not need more stuff to read, honestly. But let's go over what I got. Now, I left the price stickers on so that we could kind of experience it together. I picked up, this is a collection of West Coast Avengers. It's called Avengers, The Death of Mockingbird. Now, I have a lot of West Coast Avengers in single issues. I think I have at least the first 50 or 60. I could be wrong. I'll probably put it right here. But I have dozens of the original West Coast Avengers run. But this comes from later. This is up around the 100s, 92 through 100, 102. It reprints Spider-Woman from 1993, issues 1 through 4, and material from Marvel Comics Presents. So this is definitely, I'm going to put this around 95, somewhere in there. But this is Avengers West Coast stuff that I haven't read. And that's really cool to me. Like, I was flipping through it in the store, and I recognized so many of these covers. Like the cover of West Coast Avengers 100. I was like, oh, I know that book, but I never bought that book. So this will be a really cool way to catch up with this storyline. And it was, I don't know if that's showing up or not. It's $3.99. So an incredible value. I mean, look, it's a decent sized trade. I think the retail on this, it doesn't say. I think the retail was $29.99. I'm trying to pull this price tag up really quick. $34.99. So it was a $35 trade for $3.99. There's nothing wrong with these. These aren't even remainders. They don't have remainder marks on them. No dots, no lines through anything, no cutouts, nothing like that. I picked up, you guys, Thunderbolts. They're calling this Thunderbolts Classic because I guess there are multiple runs of Thunderbolts, but for me this is just Thunderbolts. This is the first collection of Thunderbolts. This is volume 1. And this reprints Thunderbolts 1 through 5, -1, and Annual 97, plus material from Incredible Hulk, Spider-Man Team Up, etc. This is Thunderbolts. And believe it or not, I've never read any Thunderbolts. None. I know all about them. Like, I know the gimmick. I know, like, what this does and, like, the swerve and all that stuff. I know all about Thunderbolts, but I've just never actually read any of it myself. So excited about this one, too. And this was $3.99. Then here's a DC and 2000 AD crossover. This is Batman Judge Dredd. I have some of these, at least the first issue of this. This is a series of one-shots, I believe. Judgment on Gotham, Vendetta in Gotham, The Ultimate Riddle, and Die Laughing. I believe I have Judgment on Gotham, the original one-shot, but this is the collection with some incredible art. Simon Bisley, Glenn Fabry, Val Simakes, might probably mispronouncing that. Cam Kennedy. So many of these guys have been doing it for so long. Check out the artwork on this. It's like painted artwork. It looks beautiful. Even the back cover is some of this painted artwork. And as you can see, this was $4.99. This is a $20 trade for $4.99. This was cool. I almost, believe it or not, almost put this back because I just wasn't sure. But it's the Starlord collection. I don't even know if this is volume 1. It's just called Starlord, Guardian of the Galaxy. Starlord, man. I love the cover. Here, let's try to get a little more light on this. There we go. Let's cast a little more light on this bad boy. back cover. So Starlord's been around for a lot longer than, like, when we watch Guardians of the Galaxy, read the Guardians of the Galaxy comics. Starlord's been around for a while. Like, he actually goes back to, check out the black and white origins of this guy. Do we have a, okay. This collects Marvel Preview number 4, number 11, 14 and 15 and 18, Marvel Super Special number 10, 6 and 7, Marvel Premiere, and Starlord from 1996, number 1 through number 3. Written by Steve Englehart, Chris Claremont, Doug Munch, and Timothy Zahn. Shout out to the heir to the empire, Star Wars author Timothy Zahn. So I almost didn't grab this because I was like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but when I've tried to read the Guardians of the Galaxy comics, it feels like I'm late to the party. Like, if you started reading X-Men now and you had no idea what was going on, I think X-Men would be just about impossible to get into. So it felt kind of daunting to me. But the good deal talked me into it. Again, here's another one. This is a $35 trade, and it was $3.99. I picked up Justice League. Showcase Presents Justice League Volume 3. I have Volume 1. I don't think I have Volume 2, which is going to drive me crazy. But, guys, this was $2.99. $2.99. So hopefully... I know continuity is not important in these old 60s Silver Age comics anyway, but, just for your personal organization, I like to have things in order. But I was not about to pass up. Like, how many issues is this? Probably like 20 issues of the classic Silver Age Justice League for $3. Yeah, please. I love this stuff, actually. I know that Silver Age can really turn people off, especially people my age, maybe a little bit younger. You read some of these hokey Silver Age comics, it's like, man, these are goofy. Like Superman pranking Batman by like pretending to be a mannequin in the Batcave. It's like weird stuff. But you go back to it now and it's so charming and innocent and kind of sweet. And I need that. I need a little bit more sweetness in my modern reading, because goodness knows we love to go dark, don't we? So I love stuff like this. I was happy to have it. Let me see if I can find a good page here to present to you guys in black and white. These are like the DC equivalent of the Essentials line from Marvel. I think these were done to compete with Marvel Essentials. Marvel doesn't do Essentials anymore, and I don't think DC does Showcase anymore. But DC, like Marvel, moved on to the Epic Collection line, which I did a video about. It's one of my more popular videos, so if you haven't seen that one, check that one out. But Marvel moved on to the Epic Collections from the Essentials, but DC hasn't really moved on to any affordably priced big compendium editions. So all right, we're winding down here, guys. Vigilante by Marv Wolfman. Marv Wolfman, obviously known for his work on DC books like Teen Titans, Marvel's Tomb of Dracula. But this is apparently, I don't know anything about this character. So I guess he comes out of the pages of the new Teen Titans, I gather. This is the issues 1 through 11 of Vigilante here. And, I'm just kind of going through this, like, Vigilante period right now, reading the Mac Bolan Executioner books, really digging that whole 70s anti-hero kind of a thing. So this is right up my alley right now. The book has a retail price of $30. Check out this page right here. Book has a retail price of $30. This one was $5.99, so a little bit higher than some of the others, but yeah, like $5.99. That's a crazy deal. Second to last book here, Thor Core. Who are you gonna call? Call the Thor Core. So back in the 90s, some of you guys will know this, some of you might not. Back in the 90s, there were multiple Thors. We're kind of doing it again now. We've got multiple. I won't spoil anything for anybody, but there's multiple Thors. Look at the faces on these guys. So you had, first of all, like, we got Beta Ray Bill. Beta Ray Bill needs to be in a Marvel movie. Beta Ray Bill is a fantastic character, sprung from the pages of Walt Simonson's Thor run. We've got the Thunderstrike Thor. He had his own title for a while in the 90s. I'm not sure what's up with this guy. I don't know if this is just our typical Donald Blake Thor, if this is a different Thor. Haven't read it yet. I honestly don't know. I never read any Thor Core in the 90s when this came out. This is it collects Thor Core 1 through 4. Man, this is like a tongue twister. Thor Core 1 through 4. Is there more? It has Thor Core 1 through 4, but is there more? Yes, there's more. Thor 337, 384, 433, 438 through 441. I'm going to have to go lay down now. But this is just like fun 90s comics. This stuff was all super goofy at the time. But I loved it, and I still love it. Whenever I see 90s comics, it takes me back to a certain time, a certain place. I was a teenager, moving into college, and some of this stuff was just like my era. And on that note, our last book from this haul is Gambit, The Complete Collection, Volume 1. Volume 1. I don't know how many of these volumes there are, but this collects Gambit from 1999, issue 1/2, and then 1 through 11, plus annual 99. So we're talking about right around the turn of the millennium. And material from X-Men Unlimited number 18, written by Fabian Nicieza, Tom DeFalco. You guys, Gambit, I don't know that Gambit's mystique has held up over the years. Maybe it has. I don't currently read X-Men, but in the 90s, Gambit was like, I think he had maybe dethroned Wolverine as one of the coolest characters in the Marvel Universe. So this is like a huge chunk of Gambit right here. And it's a $35 book for $3.99. So that was my humble haul of comics from Ollie's Bargain Outlet. This is the stack. I'll show you the other side now. It's pretty, you guys. It's really pretty. It's a pretty stack. You'd be like, dang, look at that stack, yo. So I know that other people have talked to me I've gotten emails, I've gotten messages in the comments. You guys are hitting Ollie's all across America. I don't even know, like, Ollie's is regional, right? I don't know where all in America they are. I don't think they're outside of America, but if you're hitting up Ollie's, I would love to know what you're finding. If you're seeing different things than this, I'm probably going to have to go back for that Spirit Omnibus, the Wonder Woman, Battle of the Gods, or whatever it was called, War of the Gods. That looked pretty cool. That was like $6. I was really just trying to keep the cost low and to dip my toe in the water, and it was honestly a very stressful, high pressure experience because you're looking and then you turn around and there's like 6 more people like standing right here behind you, like looking over your shoulder. Not a relaxing way to look at comics. So probably end up going back for some of that stuff. I will also note that they had the Superman, the volume of Superman for all seasons. That is probably the greatest Superman story, a top 3 for sure, greatest Superman stories ever written. So while I did not buy it, I already own it. But if you want a Superman recommendation, that's my Superman recommendation, is a Superman for all seasons. It's a fantastic book. Guys, that's going to do it for right now. Let me know what you're finding out there in your Ollies, in your neck of the woods. And until next time, take care. I appreciate you, and I will catch you later.